I decided it's time for a reset. So for the next 5 days, I'll be on a water fast. As the name implies, I'll only be consuming water. Every day, I'm gonna take pictures, weigh myself, and share how I'm feeling. I have no idea what the results will be. My body has changed so much in the past year, well, in the past 6 years since having my daughter, but that's a whole other conversation. Hi, I'm Latoya. Welcome to my channel. I should start this video by saying I am definitely not a medical professional. I'm just a girl that likes to experiment. Research has shown there are so many benefits to fasting, including reducing inflammation, increasing brain function, improving blood pressure. I had a concussion in Mexico back in April and my memory has not been the same. So I'm also hoping that this fast will help with my brain function and just help get me back to where I was before. I've fasted a few times and I just love how I feel afterward. I just feel lighter, I feel mentally sharp, and I love the mental challenge of getting through a fast. My last fast was my first 5-day fast, and I did that last October. I went into that with no preparation whatsoever, so it was really a tough fast. Make sure you watch until the end because I am gonna show you all of the pictures from each day side by side so you can see the difference. So let's get into this fast. This should be interesting. One day of fasting down, I had my last meal yesterday, which was Sunday at 7:20 p.m. It is now Monday at 9 p.m. So let's talk about how the day went. I felt good today. I'm usually a late eater. I don't stick to a schedule or anything like that typically when I'm eating, and I've practiced intermittent fasting. So I was fine today and my body is not freaking out yet. When I woke up this morning, I had a black coffee and I added 1 teaspoon of MCT oil. MCT oil is a new addition to my fasting practice, which I picked up from Tim Ferriss. MCT oil is pure fat and should help get me into a state of ketosis. Ketosis just means when your brain and body are using fat reserves for energy instead of glucose, and that's where I want to be as quickly as possible. I drank lots of water today and stuck to my usual routine. I brought my daughter to school, came home to work, and I did manage to walk for about an hour and a half inside my place as I worked. I really wanted to go for like a 2-hour nature walk as Tim suggests, but I didn't have the time for that, so I did an hour and a half inside. My stomach is growling now. I'm feeling hungry and I've been thinking a lot about food in the last hour or two, so we'll see how that goes. I'm really hoping that things continue on the way they have, but I know they won't. For tomorrow, I'm hoping that the MCT oil, which I'm gonna take another teaspoon of tonight, plus the light walking will get me into a state of ketosis by tomorrow or the next day. I do have a monitor that I've never used before that I'm gonna try to use tomorrow and get a reading and see where I stand with that. I just took my picture and weighed myself. I am sitting at 127.4 pounds. I'm down 1.5 pounds from yesterday. I hope I can get some sleep tonight, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's day 2. It's been about 36 hours and I am floating. I just felt like I was floating as I was exiting my daughter's school. So definitely feeling the effects of not eating, but I haven't had my coffee yet and I only had a little bit of water this morning because we were in a rush. So I'm gonna go home and get some of that stuff done. Let's see how I'm gonna feel for the rest of the day. All right, so I'm home. I had my coffee and a teaspoon of my MCT oil. I am feeling weak. I'm feeling a bit weak. We're not even at 48 hours yet, but yes, I'm feeling weak and it's to be expected, but it's not that hard for me to keep going at this point because I'm just thinking of my why. Why am I doing all of this? For me, I have a clear why, and I do this to bring balance to my life. I feel like, and I love this, I've created a life where there are a lot of high highs, and during those highs, it's indulgent food. It's, doing things to my body that really push it to the limit, consuming a bit too much of this and that. We'll leave that blank. And for me, fasting is just one of the ways in which I bring myself back to center and I balance myself. And it feels perfect for this time of the year. It's fall. I've had a lot of fun in the spring and the summer, and now I'm here rebalancing, and this is a part of that process. So I just remind myself of that when I'm feeling weak and hungry and I'm cooking dinner for my daughter and it looks so good. It's because I'm just working on a balance moment for myself. So that keeps me going. So if you are fasting, make sure you have a clear why, because you'll need to keep that front and center at certain moments, like now. End of day 2 of fasting. Today was a challenging day. It felt like my body was screaming at me for most of the day. I felt weak and the brain fog was real. I've just had these waves of hunger pain that come over me and then disappear. And what I've been doing in those moments to survive is just drinking tons of water and keeping myself busy, whether through work or just walking around my condo, but just trying to distract myself from the utter misery that's rolling over me. I just took my picture and weighed myself. I weigh 125 pounds, so I'm down 4 pounds from the beginning of my fast 48 hours ago. I am totally spent. I'm going to bed, and let's see how tomorrow goes. End of day 3 of my 5-day fast. Today, some interesting things started happening to me. When I woke up this morning, I had a very strong metallic taste in my mouth. And when I did a quick Google search, I found out that that usually means that I'm in ketosis. So I was really excited about that possibility. When I brought my daughter to school in the car, I decided I was gonna check my ketone levels. I did, and I was sitting at 3.1. Yes. So I was really excited about that. And although I was feeling a bit weak this morning, that did give me this boost that I've carried throughout the day. Plus, I've noticed that my energy has gone up and I'm really energetic, I feel like, at this point. I just came from a meeting at my daughter's school. It's 9:30 at night. And I didn't struggle through that meeting. I was fine. They even had pizza and I wasn't feeling hungry. I drank my water and I just focused on what I was there to do. I might have been in ketosis from yesterday, but I was way too tired and weak in the evening to even take my reading. Another thing that started today is the muscle pains and aches. They've really been brutal at certain points, especially when I'm sitting down and typing or sitting down during the meeting. I was really feeling those pains. I don't think it's dehydration because I am drinking a lot of water, more water than I've probably ever consumed in my life. So it might be due to my depleted electrolytes, and I'm not taking any supplements or doing anything like that right now. So I may need to do that if this becomes even less bearable tomorrow. I just took my picture and weighed myself. I'm currently sitting at 124 pounds. So I am down 5 pounds from the beginning of my fast 3 days ago. That is all. I'm going to bed. Good night. End of day 4 of my 5-day fast. Today was the hardest day so far. I actually experienced mental clarity, but my body just couldn't handle any movement. I spent the majority of my day on this couch, working and hanging out with my daughter. I only walked 2,800 steps today. I usually aim for 10,000 a day, so that basically tells the story of how hard it was for me to move today. I did add some lemon juice to my water to give me a little bit of that electrolyte boost, and I did feel the effect. I did feel a little bit more energy after that, but it just wasn't enough to get me actually moving. So that's how day 4 went for me. I just took my picture and weighed myself. I'm currently sitting at 121.7. So I've lost just over 7 pounds since the beginning of my fast. It is 8:30 and I am going to bed. Good night. End of day 5 of my 5-day fast. I survived and I feel amazing. Today I woke up energetic. It's the most energy I've had since the beginning, the first 24 hours of my fast. I had a dance party with my daughter before she went to school this morning, and that energy just kept going throughout the whole day. No headaches, no muscle pain, no metallic taste in my mouth. I actually had real clear thoughts today, which was fantastic. If I felt like this every day of a fast, I could go much longer, but we all know anything worth having or doing in life is not going to be easy. And these past 5 days were not easy, but they were 100% worth it. I feel lighter. The bloating that I had at the beginning of the fast is completely gone. And even more than that, I am just so proud of myself for having the mental strength to make it through these 5 days. Like I said before, I have done one 5-day fast before, but that was last year, and I just wasn't sure if I still had it in me, and I proved that I did, and I'm so happy about that. So I just took my picture and weighed myself. I weigh 120.7 pounds. Last Sunday, I started off at 129 pounds. That means over these 5 days, I have dropped 8.3 pounds. Now to the pictures. I think the biggest change to my body is in my stomach. If you look at day 1 versus day 5, you can see that I cut down some of that belly fat that I put on over the summer with all the excess. I also feel like my face has slimmed down a bit. I'm interested in what you guys think are the biggest changes after my 5 days. I would love if you left your thoughts in the comments. Up next for me, I feel like I'm in a really great place to start the body recomposition work that I want to do. I want to get back to getting those 10K steps a day and hitting the gym 4 to 5 times a week, and I want to start doing some weightlifting. So yes, thank you so much for following along, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Now I am gonna go eat. Bye.